Welcome, everybody, to Bet the Farm podcast. I'm your host, Eric Pfeffer, a.k.a. The Sheep. We got a jam-packed episode, as always, sponsored by Singer Health Center. If the bookies break your back,
let's go.
Dr. Singer is here to fix you up in one piece. Singer Health Center, as always, our favorite sponsor. Thank you, Dr. Singer. Boys, welcome back to my house.
Thank you. Good to be
Pleasure.
back.
Blessing to be here.
Yep. I am looking forward to the new studio that we have coming, so don't get used to this setting for all of our fans at home. We're going to be going into a nice high-definition, beautiful setting.
Official move-in date's looking like next Friday, the 26th. So
Wow.
One more episode here in the Pfeffer household.
March Madness at the Plotniks. Only our name,
Now
baby.
we're talking.
But yeah, got a good episode for you guys. Got right back on track with the cash crops, which is nice to see. We're going to break down those winners that we picked. We're going to go NBA with Miles and Miles only, so stay tuned to that one. We have a little banged up Miles today, so this should be a fun little 2 minutes. I believe in you. I believe in
2
you.
minutes. He doesn't go that long.
Yeah.
That's so
20
fair.
seconds with Miles Singer. But hey, we're giving you 2 minutes. We're going to let you redeem yourself, okay?
Every second's worth it.
Okay. We got Red Card of the Week, as always, one of my favorite segments. We're going to go back to the golf picks with the Plotniks. Nice fun tournament last week. Daniel Berger, congrats. Florida State alumni. So we got some happy fans over here. Took down Pebble Beach.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Kepka, Berger. Who could be next?
Back to back FSU. Jordan Spieth's creeping. He's back.
Too bad he didn't go to Florida State.
That's true. Where did he go?
Jordan Spieth? Hook 'em horns, baby. Dun, 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 dun.
That's
That could
Notre
be the
Dame.
wrong-
That's
huh?
Notre Dame.
They all said they share the same one, right? Share the same one.
Holy shit.
Anyway, we have another cool tournament this week, the Genesis at Riviera. Fans allowed?
I'm not sure about the whole fan situation. It's still in California, so it's very doubtful.
Oh, true.
But
Definitely
definitely not going to be fans there from
Lockdown.
everything I know. But this is the best field we've got of the year so far, probably in the last, ever since the Masters, truly. And it may be even better than the Masters because you don't have to earn exemptions really into this. It's an invitational. We'll get into it.
Yeah,
Don't get me
we're gonna
started.
break it down. Don't you worry. We got your segment for the golf picks with the Plotniks. Stump the Sheep is back. I can't wait for that. I put on a good showing a couple weeks ago, so looking forward to that one. We got our cash crops as well, so make sure you stay tuned to the whole episode. We'll give you all of our winners for this week on these games coming up. And then, as always, we put out a little question out there, Ask the Farm. So we're going to attend to your questions that you asked us. And, boys, let's get right into it. Brandon Plotnik here. What do you got?
The Piggy's here, and he's here to stay. We are back. Finally got ourselves back on the right foot here with a nice week. I actually thought I did better than I did at the end of it when I look back on it, but it was because I forgot about that Liverpool-Leicester bet that you and I both tailed each other on. And so I went 2-3. I lost actually both my golf matchups, but guess what? Aussie Open, Tennis Sharp is here to stay.
Let's go.
I'm only going to be able to give out picks again today because the final will be on Sunday.
Tournament's over already?
Yeah, It was quick, yeah. So, but I hit both my tennis bets with Felix over Shapovalov for Canadians and Sabalenka and Hallett parlay. That hit nicely. And Liverpool lost. So I was 2-3, whatever. Yeah. 22, 15-1, 60% win percentage. I can't complain. Jared stuck strictly to his golf bets last week. Went 2-1. Can't complain.
66% a day keeps the bookie away.
And ironically enough, you were 33, 18, and 2 all time, which is 65%.
Yeah, so I think you also extended your streak to 0-4 when you fade me. So going forward, maybe your cash.
I'm just going to wait to hear what your cash crops are first moving forward, and then I'll just pivot from there.
Yeah, that's what I learned, and I got 66% this week, so break it down for me.
All right, Eric 2-1 as well.
Go.
Eric on the ice. His middle name is Ice. Because
more ice.
Iceman. So he hit on the Blue Jackets over the Blackhawks. Also had the over of the Hurricanes game. That was a win. You decided to tail me for some reason because he is the sheep on Liverpool over Leicester. That's the one loss. Guess what? You're creeping back to 50%. 17 and 18 all time at 49%.
So
You're right
Game
there.
away. I might have to.
Hey, if you could say that in your whole betting career that you only lost 1% of the time, like you'd be so rock hard right now.
I'd be living in a bigger house. Settle for this.
And then we'll save the best for last, I guess. The Mr. NBA sharp, basketball, hardcore, Miles 4-0 week. hit on Golden State -3, and he also called it over the Magic a 4-unit banger, which cashed
And if you follow it on Instagram,
decisively.
follow on Instagram, I'm pretty sure you added a few more to that.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Portland +6. I believe they won outright.
They did.
They won outright.
I think
so
they
that's
won
a
by
win.
5.
Suns +5. I think they only lost by 1, right?
Yeah, they did.
So that was nice. And then
They were also
No,
down
they won.
14.
They won. They came back and won.
No, they were down 14 the first half.
Yeah.
You guys we were here,
Yeah.
so we're getting a
They
little
won.
nervous.
Giannis
won
missed a
by
shot.
1 outright, right?
Yeah, Giannis missed the game winner.
Yeah.
That was another one. And then the what is it? The hard court of tampons that we
Yep,
call
the
it.
hard court of
the Huskies, number 1 ranked in the world. You got them over Georgetown. They won by like 20 decisively. That puts Miles at 23-8, 74% win percentage. It's pretty impressive, to be honest. And then on the week, 10-5 overall, 98, 62-2. That's a 61% win percentage from Bet the Farm.
Now you're in the green.
We're
That's all
not
you can
betting a
ask for.
pasture. We're not betting a piece of grass on the side of the road. We're betting the farm. Come on.
We're winning.
Hey, look, and it's not like it's small sample size anymore. We're now, what episode is this? 10?
11.
11?
We're 3 months
We're
in.
100 games. How many,
61%.
3 months in,
people
yeah.
making picks.
how many total
Pretty
games
fucking
we
good.
have? Over 100, right? What is that record?
98, 62, and
Wow. That's a lot of volume.
pretty
You
fire.
watch baseball, right? Baseball, long season, a lot of games. We've already bet more games than a baseball season.
It's extremely impressive.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Very good.
as we talked about the hard court, let's send it to the milkman.
Miles
What's going
Singer.
on? What's going on in the hard court these days?
We've been extremely hot. Last week, hopefully you guys follow our Instagram page. You would have seen our stories. We went 4-0, back-to-back days of 2-0. It was
It's
an
the selfless
ex-
thing Miles has ever done, just to cut you up. You just use we, like Jordan Spieth talks about him and his caddy, like we, even though none of us are taking NBA picks.
This
But
is
it's
this
we.
is not a me thing. It's never a me thing. This
It's
is
a
a team
team.
thing.
Attaboy.
And there's definitely a me and team. So going into NBA, I got a couple cash crops for you guys. So obviously we're South Florida residents, big Heat fans. Sacramento plays Miami tomorrow night. It's Thursday, February 17th or 18th. I believe today's the 17th. So tomorrow, the 18th, we have
Give me a
Sacramento.
siren. I'm sorry. We're interrupting right now. It has to be done. Notification just comes in. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Christ.
agrees to a 14-year, $340 million contract extension with the Padres.
Yeah.
That's fucking bonkers.
That's more than like
Stupid.
29
14
million a year.
years?
Yeah.
Woo!
If he was smart, he would have just instead denominated that in Bitcoin and got
Holy
paid over 14 years in Bitcoin. It'd be worth more. Because now
Holy
inflation
shit.
in the next 10 years is going to go rampant. That
That's
340 is going to be
insane.
nothing.
That's an
What's the
insane
longest
number.
ever? 10 years?
No. I think it. Well,
A-Rod's was like 12, I think.
Yeah, that may be
That
the
could
longest
be.
in baseball.
That could be.
Because they bought
Sorry,
out all
that's
his
just-
arbitration years, so that's 5
Well,
years.
what was
arbitration.
Mahomes? 500 mil.
But it was like 10 years.
Yeah,
Oh, it was only 10
You're
years.
talking about like in years duration, which honestly, it's a terrible deal. I don't know why I did that unless he has an opt out in like 5
And
years or
football,
something.
football's not guaranteed.
How much of that was guaranteed? Does it say?
No.
All
Baseball's fully
baseball's all
guaranteed.
guaranteed.
Baseball's fully guaranteed.
Yeah,
He
it's
just
all
made
fully
three. I mean, his signing, whatever. He still made $340 million. I just
right.
had to interrupt. I mean,
Yeah,
14.
that's fine.
I saw 14-year
Amen.
deal, and I was like, holy shit. Padres are good.
Bryce got 13.
Bryce got 13.
So did Giancarlo.
And
I was
Stanton
really
got
hoping
13.
that said like Tatis.
All right, so that's a record
Marlins.
then. That's the record. All right, sorry.
You guys
Back
done?
to the hard court.
All right, so like I said, big Heat fans over here, but I'm going to fade them. I'm taking Sacramento Kings +3. Playing in Miami. You know, they're coming out of the West Coast, road trip, back-to-back games, playing on the East. I'm not worried about the Heat. I think Sacramento wins by 10, and it sucks to say that, but...
The game's in Miami.
This is
I'm sorry, it's in Sacramento. The Heat are on back-to-back on the West
Thursday
Coast.
night?
Sorry about this. Is
It's
Thursday
tomorrow.
night, February 18th. And then that was actually my only NBA cash crop of the week. I'm going to keep it out. Usually I've been going 3. I know this week it's only 1. I'll come back later for my other hard court. There's just happens to be some tampons on the floor as well, but it's still going to be a cash crop when we come to that. But I kind of want to open the floor to you guys and just hear your thoughts on this season so far. Who do you guys like? I know we always talk about LaMelo Ball. Let's X him out of this conversation. Who do you guys like outside of LaMelo Ball for Rookie of the Year? Like, who stand out to you guys?
I've seen a lot of things out of Halliburton that have been pretty impressive. That's one guy that kind of stands out to me. I don't think he's Rookie of the Year potential right now. Especially, problem is he is the most loaded backcourt, young backcourt in the NBA. With Hield and my boy
it's
De'Aaron Fox.
right, it's a
But
pretty
he's
young
been
back-
really impressive.
I mean, I can't. Last night we were watching the game, and all you were talking about is how much you love Anthony Edwards Jr. And you're not
That's
worried
what
about
that was
Guy's
going to be
on
my
absolute
point,
fire.
right? Yeah.
Right, that's right. And now with Russell going to be out for 2 months, this guy's going to get as much
Starting
playing
as well
time,
today.
much
They put Malik
potential.
Beasley on the bench so that Edwardson starts, and now he's starting. He's going to
Yeah.
be playing all the minutes. That's a guy, if I were you, that I'd be scared of.
Yeah, you know who I would never want to compare him to is Dwayne Wade, but his game is so like Dwayne Wade.
Edwards?
It's
Yeah.
it's like he's just so he might be even more explosive though. It's
He's
unbelievable.
a little bit of a better shooter, I feel like, than Wade was coming into the league. But, I mean, later on in his career, for sure. The guy's just explosive. I just love his game, the way he plays. He's very aggressive, too, both offensively and defensively. He's got length. He's got really long arms.
Yeah, I mean, for rookie class that nobody was really talking about, I feel like between him and LaMelo, those are going to be names that we're going to hear about for a long time.
Emmanuel quickly.
I mean, he's playing here. He's like a knockoff version of Lou
Great
Williams. I
DraftKings
know
guy
you
to take every night. I'll give you that much.
Yeah, I mean, he plays on a team where he's going to get a lot of minutes.
What about Julius Randle?
I was going to say, yeah, Julius Randle, unbelievable those numbers he's putting
Couldn't
up.
come back, I guess.
And then,
Wait, what is it in the NBA? It's only most improved? There's no comeback player?
yeah, it's most
It's
improved.
Durant.
But that's not most improved.
They had that argument. Remember we had it in
I
one
know.
of the first
yeah.
I'm not
episodes?
getting
Yeah.
into it. I was only going to talk about the hardcore for one reason and one reason only. Today is Wednesday, February the 17th. That means in sub 2 weeks,
We got March Madness.
March has arrived.
Thank God.
We got, and you're coming from two guys that went to FSU. The FSU was a 2 seed last year, which was the highest we've ever been. The 1 year that we had a chance to win it all, and they cancel it because of COVID right in the beginning of March. We are coming back salivating. I am so excited for March Madness this year.
I cannot wait.
We missed a year. Isn't that crazy to think
We
about?
are definitely going to get on my cousin Adam to break down the bracket.
Oh, yeah.
Big
When that
tree.
bracket comes out, maybe
Big
we'll have like a
tree.
nice show, like, a Sunday night, like fill out your brackets with the farm.
Ooh.
You
I
know?
like this.
Oh, I
We'll
like
break
that.
it down, so
I like
stay tuned
that.
to that.
I
Thank you
like
very
that.
All right.
Well,
I like
Let's
that.
kind of...
yeah, let's get to red card of the week here. It was an interesting sports week. A lot of good news out there, a lot of funny moments. Brandon, as always, kicked me off.
Well, I love that you said kick me off because we're on the the pitch right now.
I knew it.
But whereas we typically give a red card because, I mean, technically we're the referees in this situation, given a red card, I'm actually giving a free penalty kick, meaning someone that I really like that they did something this week. The opposite of a red card.
Wow.
A free penalty kick.
You're
That's what I'm
awarding someone a
calling it.
PK?
Yeah, I'm giving them a free PK, not a red card. You not only get to stay in the game, you get to score potentially a free goal. And this one goes to Stefano Tsitsipas in the
What?
in men's
I don't even know who that is.
in men's tennis.
Oh, that's like
Tsitsipas.
TSI. What the?
Hey, Tsitsipas last night. We call him Sits to Piss. Sits to Piss last night, down 2-0 in at a best of 5 against Rafael Nadal in the quarterfinals. Down 2-0 sets, comes back, wins the third in a tiebreak, then gets the upset win in 5 sets. Now he gets Medvedev in the semis. Winner's going to face Djokovic because Djokovic is facing a guy who's ranked 114th in the world. Somehow made it all the way to the quarterfinals or the semifinals. It's pretty wild, but Stefano sits to piss. It's impossible to say
Shits to
consistently.
piss?
Say it 5 times straight.
Oh, sits to piss. Gotcha.
Yeah, but just really impressive that he did that against Nadal. He's a young stud. We've always been waiting for him to break through and just do that against Nadal down 0-2. Hey, free pick him to you.
Well, now actually just came to my mind. Red card of the week is with Nadal too. Saw some fucking crazy fan was yelling at Nadal like to serve the ball.
Yeah.
Because he always like freaks out. Like
Yeah,
takes like 45 seconds. to
Stop
serve.
rubbing your face.
Yeah, and the girl like yelled at him and like he literally then she flicked him off when he was
Yeah.
looking and he just started laughing and they kicked her out.
Yeah, I saw
Red
that.
card of the week to that psycho bitch. Let the man do his thing. It's Rafa Nadal, right?
Vamos.
Vamos.
Alex?
I actually have two.
Two.
First one, I was watching the Heat game last night. It's a close game. We're actually down. Tyler Hero goes to the free throw line and just takes a practice free throw.
Oh, yeah, that
What
was-
do you think is going to happen?
That was
awful.
Just takes out and they count it. And you know what he does for his second free throw? Misses again. So he goes 0 for 2 from the line because he decides to warm up.
So
Like,
the ref, like,
Wait, so
the
you
ref
know-
wasn't under the hoop or anything. He was just standing like next to the.
He grabbed
player,
the ball and just
grabbed
shot
the
it
ball,
real
threw it to Hero at the line, and Hero was standing like 2 feet behind the line, and he just like thought that the ref was just giving it to him for shits, and he just went
Yeah,
up
they
and
thought
just
they called,
shot
like, a
it. Quick
timeout or
shot,
something,
and he
yeah.
missed it, and they were like, that counted. He was like, what? And it was
follows it up with a miss. Like, you're going to take a
What?
practice
Yeah.
free throw and then miss the following shot.
Such an
Red
error.
card. Second one, Spurs.
Which one?
The 4 players that tested positive. Emmanuel, or who was...
He still didn't answer your question. But
I thought you were talking about Tom.
You're right.
Dude.
The San Antonio
They did one
Spurs.
too.
4 of them tested positive. They're supposed to play Charlotte, or they played Charlotte, so now Charlotte's out for the week. So I have to go a whole week without watching LaMelo Ball.
That's why.
That's why. You make me sick.
So that's my reason. That's the most exciting team in basketball with the most exciting announcer. Am I wrong?
Yes, you are.
I could literally watch that
think it's the
game
most exciting
if they were
team.
they were playing a JV team at noon on a
Most exciting team,
Tuesday.
Cody
I'd watch
Zeller.
it.
Yeah.
It's the most exciting team to watch right now.
No, they're not.
Okay, we're gonna put a poll on our Instagram page on Bet the Farm,
I'd rather watch
and
them
we're gonna
than
see
Nets,
how
who
many
are
people
gonna
agree
shoot
with that. I
everybody
bet you the
and
number is over
Yeah, but
50%.
Golden State this year has been electric. The Suns have been electric.
Okay, if you're gonna watch one team, when you factor in the announcer too, entertainment value, it's the Charlotte Hornets
my
every day of the week.
I mean, can we talk about at least who's the most boring team in the
Okay,
NBA?
well those are my 2 red cards. So fuck you, San Antonio Spurs, for ruining my week.
I feel like
Next.
Milwaukee
Jared?
and Toronto are so boring. Like some of the most boring. I mean, I don't think anyone's more boring than the Pistons, though.
Yeah.
my
Pistons-
God.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the opposite of boring. Charlotte Hornets, opposite of boring. What do you have, Jared?
mediocre. I mean, the hot Spurs do deserve a complete red card. I'll just give it to them.
Wow,
What
2
a waste of
Spurs.
talent.
It's imploding.
I don't even want to talk about them anymore.
I don't even
so
know what's going on.
I'm
Please
gonna go a
inform
little
me.
different, but they just suck. I mean, I don't have to elaborate very further. I mean,
All right.
I think that was
Mourinho's
Eric's. Wasn't that one of your
fucking
cash crops against? They
No,
always
that
play
was
Man
my-
City
that
well.
was my dog of the
Oh,
day.
your dog of
They
the
got
week, and then they
smoked.
get demolished. So we want to talk about that. We'll just give the red card to none other than a little outside of sports. Kind of related. Dave Portnoy. All right.
Wow, why?
What do you mean why? This guy talking about how he's the ringleader of all these people that are investing in GME and blah blah. Now he thinks that he's the man because he's the one that's talked up all these people. Now he's ripping all the people that run Robinhood and whatnot. But the whole time being, he tells everyone just hold. We're gonna hold all the way down. And then what does he do? He sells and takes a $700,000 loss and thinks that he's the man. So all these people that he was just begging to hold. He's like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm out.
What's his reasoning?
He didn't want to lose his entire position because he was invested in shit stocks.
He lost
that
$700,000.
went against
But
him.
guess what? He probably made that all back in marketing.
Has anybody called him out on it?
And yeah, I'm doing it right now on Bet the Farm podcast. So calling
Dave
you.
Portnoy, please listen.
And it's a second part of that too. This guy just pretending like he thinks he's the man, but he's not. He's an idiot. Guy bought Bitcoin at $10,000.
He's not an idiot.
Oh, he's an idiot. He sold it at
He's not.
$10,000. Took his wash. He's like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. And then now he wants to be like, I hate Bitcoin. Why? Because it's gone up 5 times since he sold it. Because he's a dumbass. So the biggest
so
fake
he's just
smart person
bitter.
of all time, worst investor I know, Dave Portnoy, red card of the week.
I love it.
Wow, that's a bold statement for somebody who's as successful as he is.
I mean,
What did you hear what I said though? I'm talking about investing.
I know
I'm
you
talking
are.
about
I'm
his
just saying
business.
it's still
Yeah, he's a
bold.
genius at his
It's
business.
still bold to
he
make
openly
like.
admits that he's basically just doing this for shits during the pandemic. But
Pandemic's
yeah,
not
I mean-
going on anymore. The guy's traveling around all the time doing his pizza reviews. He just keeps doing it because he can.
Yeah.
He's bored.
All right.
yeah.
It's
I
just
like it.
I like
I
it.
think we're ready for Financial
sometimes-
Fridays with Block.
Yeah.
It's interesting to
Yeah,
listen
right.
to.
Sometimes you gotta
Started.
fucking put someone in their place.
All right. I mean, if someone,
We want to be somebody. We got to call it the big
like
shot.
I said, this is a team. You know, if he feels away, then I feel that
Yeah.
way. So Dave Portnoy, go fuck yourself.
It's a great, yeah. Fuck you, Portnoy. We got to go after the big dog so they hear us.
Right shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
you.
Portnoy, if you
I
really
respect
like
you, but fuck you.
if you're like my personality and you think that I got a good voice for the company, let
Hire
me
me as
know.
an intern.
And
You can always grow.
I have a lot of shares in Penn National Gaming. Thank you very much.
Hey, again, you're doing fantastic with the company, everything you're doing. I'm talking about the complete opposite spectrum of it. It's your investing prowess. You fucking suck.
All right, boys. Well,
On to the next.
on to the next, and we're going right to Miles' favorite place, and that's golf picks with the Plotniks.
Oh,
Oh,
Golf
yes.
picks with the plot
time
is
on your
presented.
nap. Go ahead. I'm not gonna say shit. I'll just sit here. Go ahead.
Take your nap. That's why we do everything before this.
Well, you haven't shut up yet, so it's about finally time.
Don't worry.
Golf picks with the Plotniks presented by Carmi. If you are looking for high luxury I almost said rentals. He told me not to say that. Leases or bought vehicles, hit up Carmi. They will deliver your car right to your door within 48 hours. The best service, the best motor vehicles, the best luxury, Carmi.
Carmi!
Carmi.
All right, well, let's get straight to it. This week, as Eric already preluded, is the Genesis Open 2021. This is actually Tiger's event. So Tiger's actually it's the TGR Foundation openly sponsors this event, so he usually always will play it at Riviera, one of his favorite courses. He's from California. This is in LA. This is a par 71, yardage at 7,300 yards, which is pretty long. Greens are POA. So, as I kind of already alluded to,
He said he was going to sit there and shut up and do the opposite.
Thank you, Miles.
Team.
go take a shot and shut the fuck up. All right. Yeah, you go drink while we sit here and talk golf, all right? Thank you.
Oh my god.
All right, so this is actually, like I mentioned already, the best field that we're going to see so far this year in 2021. Probably the best field since maybe the playoffs, the first event of the playoffs. It could be even better than that. So we're really not missing many of the studs. The only guys missing are Tiger due to his back procedure, Tyrrell Hatton, Webb Simpson, Patrick Reed. That's really in the top maybe 30 players in the official world golf rankings, guys that aren't in the field, so it's pretty star-studded. Past winners of this event, your reigning champion, Eric.
Sexiest man on tour.
Oh, fuck, you won last year?
Adam Scott.
Damn it.
Your reigning champion. And then not only that, what Eric would call the second sexiest man on tour, JB Holmes, won the year before.
What?
And then Bubba has won this event 3 times in the last 7 years. DJ's won, and James Hahn threw in a victory.
I fucking love James Hahn.
So just a bit of a course breakdown. Like I mentioned, this is in Los Angeles. This is actually the last event of Coast Swing before they head down to Florida. Florida Swing is coming. Honda Classic in South Florida. We'll be there. This is a tree-lined course. There are no water hazards. This is, Jared, say it with me. Well, you're not going to be able to say it with me, but after I say it, you'll want to say it with me. Kikuyu grass.
Kikuyu, baby.
You don't often, you'll hear that if you watch the broadcast this week at least 50 times. They're going to be talking about the Kikuyu grass. Jared, give a little breakdown on what Kikuyu grass is.
Sticky, it's thick, it's hard to get the ball out of there. That's why I said thank God when you said Tiger Woods is out
You
there.
were talking about your semen for a second.
No,
Been very
that was-
comparable.
But no, Tiger Woods not being here is fantastic. The fact that it's his tournament, he always has to play, but there's not a course that suits him worse. He's always dog shit in this tournament year after year. So happy he's not here. But Tiger, get well. I want to see you soon.
Yeah, so the Kikuyu grass is going to be something you hear about. That's mainly the rough. It's like you said, it's thick, it's sticky, it's very. It's such weird words. But it's almost like hitting out of like a pigeon's nest. Is a good way to put it. So this course is one that benefits bombers off the tee since there's not many hazards. Fairways are relatively wide, and the rough really isn't grown out too much. Even though it's Kikuyu, I think they'll be able to hit out of it just fine. You're just going to hear a lot of them talking about it. Chipping off of tight lies around the green. These greens are not massive. It's going to be a big up and down fest. I'm going to be eyeing guys with good scrambling and short game. Some of these sticky, chippy lies around the greens are really going to make things a bit interesting. As I mentioned to previous winners, the lowest round that someone's won, or lowest tournament score someone's won, was DJ in 2017 at 17 under. And more often than not, it floats around 12 to 13 under, which is a pretty, I would call that a competitive tournament. Like, that's not an easy course to just dominate.
Of course.
So,
well, the fans want to know one thing.
yeah, that's a little bit different too, you know.
The fans want to know one thing. Who fits your model?
Fits the model. Let's just.
What does the model say?
I'll jump right out to it. The guy fits my model. My first bet of the week. Big Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh, baby.
At 15-1. I'm putting a lot of my equity this week.
Tailing that
I'm
one.
putting a lot of equity this week into Bryson.
How could somebody be
because
15-1 pre-tourney?
15-1?
Yeah, that's like terrible odds.
That's actually really good for Bryson. Just sit there and shout.
Yeah, please.
To win a tournament,
See, if you actually paid attention when we did the segment, you'd understand like value and how things work, and that to you.
that's
seems
why
normal.
I'm asking. Like, is it
From
because
now
he
on.
drives the ball like a maniac?
No, well, I mean, let me get right into it. So basically, I mean, the guy's a machine, and this line doesn't make any sense. You're telling me that in 2021, that Rory and Xander have more win equity than Bryson DeChambeau? Xander hasn't won a tourney in 3 years. Rory hasn't won since 2019. Bryson has 7 wins in 3 years full-time on tour, and we're not even factoring in the fact that he changed his whole body and he's only getting better and better. He's the best putter on tour. I mean, and he's from California. He's going to love putting on Poa greens.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it anything to do with the course that he's playing, or is it just because it's...
It's in California. He loves putting Poa greens. I told you that bombers are going to have the advantage at this course. All these things all factor in to my model saying Bryson DeChambeau 15-1. I just think those odds... Maybe 12-1 would have made more sense. That I wouldn't
sounds
have
like
priced that
great
at 15.
reasoning.
That's something.
That's what I was
confident
looking for. As somebody that doesn't know much about golf, you just...
I thought you were
wanna
going
know
to sit
simple
here and shut
things.
up while we talk about golf.
You thought, but I'm not, because I really want to know. I'm very interested in this.
All right,
So thank you for explaining. Now I feel very comfortable in putting a couple of units on that. So thank you.
I'm definitely tailing that, by the way. I like that one.
See, now the fact that you two both like it, I was between Bryson and this other golfer.
Don't do this again.
And now,
Don't blame me.
This is why I'm doing the opposite and not tailing you, because whenever I tell you, bad things happen. So instead, I'm going to go with the big gun who I love this week and who's finished runner-up here a few years ago at 13-1, none other than Justin Thomas. And again, you're trying to tell me that guys like Cantlay and Xander and who's the other one? Rory all have better odds than Justin Thomas, who is arguably, he wins more than anyone else.
What about him losing his sponsor?
And,
What about him losing his sponsor?
Who cares? All right.
I'm asking, is that in his head or is he a little revenge or what's he going to be wearing this weekend?
What I'm looking for this week, I'm looking for just strictly great iron play, and he's arguably top 3 iron player on tour.
Especially long irons.
And
Great
this
long
guy,
iron
and he's
player.
played well at this course. There's not a course that'll fit his game better than this course. So, you know what? I'll let you guys ride Bryson. If he wins, I'll be happy for you. But I was thinking, and I'll have him on DraftKings. I'll have a lot of shares of him there. But
So you still believe in Bryson, but
going-
you just believe with...
honestly, it was a coin flip between JT and Bryson this week. They were the 2 guys at the top of the board I like the most.
Yeah, I think
So I'm
13
gonna
to 1
go-
is
I mean, I just can't believe, like JT, like for example, same thing I said last week when I was talking about, well, I guess it was 2 weeks ago when I got Brooks at 40 to 1, and I was like, you're telling me JT at 10 to 1 and Rahm at 10 to 1 have 4 times better chance of winning? Same thing this week when it comes to like DJ. DJ's 5 to 1. You're telling me DJ has a 2.5 chance. 2.5 times better chance of winning than JT? No, I'm sorry, that's just not the case. Like
Right.
DJ's great. If he wins, will I be surprised? No, but there's absolutely zero value on taking him at 5 to 1.
Absolutely
So,
none.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm going this week. Give me JT. That's where I'm starting.
I respect that answer.
I'm going to go a little bit middle of the pack, great odds. Someone that's been playing really good golf, Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
Hasn't won on the PGA Tour, has been near the top. This is usually a tournament.
It's 40 to 1 this week.
Yeah,
That's
45 to 1 is what I saw.
Nice.
You know, this should be a good coming out party, just like when John Rahm went on Torrey Pines. I feel like this course can
Another
produce.
course,
Yeah, this course can produce a sleeper. He's been playing good golf, so I like his chances, I like his number, I like his form. Give me Scotty Scheffler from University of Texas.
Fuck 'em horns.
That's right, and he's actually really young. He's only 22, way
Wow.
younger than Spieth. Yeah, he's a young kid.
Wow.
I'm gonna stick with my West Coast guys. I'm going with Colin Morikawa at 28 to 1. Went to Cal, right down the street. He literally knows these courses like the back of his hand. Won the PGA Championship at this Pfeffer House. We were watching that on Sunday. And that was also in San Francisco, so a California course. Loves putting on POA. He's not a great putter in his career, but the one surface he puts the best on is POA. He's having a tough swing season, but he caught form recently to start 2021 early tournaments with back-to-back 7th place finishes in Hawaii. And then he's gaining almost 6 strokes tee to green in his last 5 tournaments. I think that if there's someone that can compete at 28 to 1 odds, I mean, we're going to keep saying it over and over, but just look at some of the guys that have lower odds than him. It just makes no sense. I mean, Colin Morikawa is a major champion, one of the hottest players on tour. I'll take him at 28 to 1. And then I'll just round it
No, hold
out.
on. No, you're not going to round them off because I was just saying I'm not going to fucking take what Brandon's taking, and who was the first bet I put in this week
Morikawa.
at 30 to 1. I got Morikawa,
Nice.
and
You guys think alike.
Just piggybacking off who said that, like for example, you see guys like Tony Finau's 20 to 1. Finau's won 1 time in 5 years, and he won the Puerto Rico Open. Morikawa's won 3 times in a year, including a major. And what was the thing I was looking for? I said when it came to JT was iron play this week, and Morikawa, like him and JT are 2 of the top 3 iron players in the world. So I mean, like the only problem is he's been putting like shit. I saw he said he's changing his putter grip this week, which normally I don't like, but when you're putting 190th on tour like he is right now, it's not gonna really fucking hurt if you change it. So I mean, he played both tournaments in Hawaii to start the year, got top 10 in both of them, even putting like shit. Would not surprise me at all. I mean, this is where we always talk about value. I don't know why. Morikawa's ranked the 6th golfer in tour right now, and he has like the 12th best odds in this tournament. It doesn't make much sense. So give me Morikawa.
I'll round it out real quick. Someone loves playing here. Bubba Watson, 40 to 1. Not bad for him. Hasn't really been near the top of the leaderboard. I expect him to, show a little life. Get maybe in a final grouping Saturday, Sunday, and 40 to 1, another great number. So give me Bubba Watson. Past champion here.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're going to have almost a bet the farm pick on a golf outright pick because I'm guessing Jared took him also, and I took Bubba as well at 40 to 1.
Betting the form of Bubba Watson.
I know. I'm just
great.
like, it was kind of a joke, but
I like Bryson.
like I said, he's won 3.
And JT.
He's won here 3 times in the last 7 years. That's pretty crazy. We've talked about it before with Bubba on this podcast. He basically plays 4 tracks, amazing every year that you can guarantee that he's going to be in contention, and this is one of them. Loves the place. He's crushing off the tee right now in recent form. You just can't get the putter going, which is always the MO with Bubba. Maybe at a place where everything clicks for him, it all comes together this week while he continues that streak off the tee and with his long irons. So I'll take Bubba.
And if anyone knows, and you nailed it, I'm on him as well. If anyone knows Bubba, he's the biggest head case on tour. So like you get him in a happy spot, and if you get him when you know it's gonna be good weather, they said the weather's supposed to be really good this week. You get him to play a track that he loves. Again, he's won 3 times in the last 7 years, and you get him in a place where he sucks putting, which is always the issue, but where he puts his best is on POA because It's a little more just
It's bumpier.
iffy surface.
It's bumpier,
You
yes.
don't get as clean of a lot. So for shittier putters, it tends to be an easier surface to putt on. So yeah, I'm definitely on Bubba at 40-1.
All right. Well, I think that'll round out our picks this week.
Actually, I have two more at the end, just to
Whoa.
throw in. Nothing crazy, but again, I love pain, so I have to throw in a guy that hurts, and that's Matty Wolf, 66.
Oh my god.
Another Cali boy, but it was
Why?
66-1 because the guy can just get hot.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same handicap Eric gave with Scheffler, except Wolf's already won. They're both like the same age, same type of player. He crushes the ball off the tee. He can get red hot with his irons.
Is his
And
hand still bothering
He
him?
took a week off, so hopefully he found that medicine, put it back on again.
Good.
He made the cut last week or 2 weeks ago when I took him. And then last but not least, I have to take him again at 90-1. Not the best course fit, but I mean, as a long shot flyer for a guy who can be one of the best golfers in the field when he's on, going right back to Francesco Molinari.
Yep.
90-1, not the best. It's a little long of a course, but this course also rewards long iron play. And when Molinari's on, one of the best long iron players.
Can't ask for
on tour.
anything
Best
else,
part of his
right?
game.
Respect
All right.
it.
That'll wrap up our picks this week. Let's do a quick recap. I'm on Bryson 15-1, Morikawa 28-1, and Bubba 40-1. Eric, I already kind of know yours. You're on Scheffler 45, Bubba at 40, and
Bryson, baby.
Bryson, you're going to tell me at 15-1. So we got basically 2 out of the 3 same. Jared also on Bubba at 40-1. He's on. We just talked about
Justin
it. Wolf,
Thomas,
yeah, I just
13-1,
I just
Morikawa
put-
30-1, Wolf 66, Molinari 90.
All
I
right.
just put a little 50 on Justin Thomas. So
Oh, yeah.
if he loses, you know it's my fault. Sorry. Sorry ahead of time.
All right, well, one and done standings, boys. Last week, Jared came out the richest with Paul Casey with a top 5 finish. T5 made $300K. That almost quadruples everything I've made on the whole season. So congratulations, Jared's almost at the 1 million mark at $750,000. Eric, right behind him, T7 with Max Homa.
Oh, money.
And made about $228,000. That puts Eric at a little over a $500,000 at $565. Miles took Patrick Rogers for no reason, so he missed
He
the
didn't
cut.
play.
He missed the cut. That's $0. He's still at $241.
So
I
Get the
had
bad ones out of the way early.
I had Molinari. He finished 59th, which he just imploded on Sunday. Kind of killed me. Only made 17 grand, which puts me at 59 grand. I am just
Who's in first?
Jared. He's got about a
Not saying much, but you guys are just doing nothing.
$225,000 advantage at the moment. Yeah, he had,
rough.
Yeah,
Casey.
back to back.
Casey alone made 80,000 more than him this week than your guy. So, all right. Well, who you got this week? One and done.
Leader.
You
Leaders
come off
lead.
the winning of the week, you go first, and I guess I'll stick to my guns here and go Justin Thomas.
He's not playing around.
Coming
Well,
for the
as your
throw,
second
baby.
place, I'm going to go with my favorite bet of the week, and it's going to be Scotty Scheffler.
And
Open horns.
you know, I don't really speak much during the golf segment, but I'm notorious for having a crazy handicap. And you know, we had a golf event a couple weeks ago. We played bowling, or we went bowling last Friday, and I've been saying better than most a lot. And the whole time when I was saying better than most, I thought it was John Rahm's putt, that one that was like a triple breaker. Ended up being Tiger, but we're going back to John Rahm because that was my original event, or what I thought it was. I don't even know what I was just trying to
It's not even
say.
the same course that happened.
It doesn't even matter because what I'm saying was I've been thinking about John Rahm the whole time, so I'm taking him this
Thinking
week.
about John.
And I haven't taken anybody
Can't listen
good
anymore to
yet.
this handicap. So
John Rahm, baby.
Ron, you're in.
and I'm gonna
Better than most.
I'm gonna flag plan on Morikawa this week. I think that it's a good value play.
I like our chances. Someone's hitting this week.
Yeah. So
All right, well, it's that time again for Stump the Sheep. If you were following 2 weeks ago, I made a valiant effort. Pretty much was perfect, except for one question that should have been the last question. It was very hard, but I went 4 for 5, so I'll take that to the bank.
I respect that.
all right. Well,
As
I
you
mean,
know, one lifeline, 4 or 5 questions?
5 questions.
5 questions, 1 lifeline, and 1 phone a friend.
One lifeline is your phone a friend.
Let's try to get
All
next
right.
one.
As,
All right.
as your host of Stump the Sheep, I will let you guys know, as he already alluded to, last week 4-1. The time before that, this is only our 3rd installment. You were 2 and 4, but one of them was a bonus question,
Better than
so
your cash card
really more of a
record.
2 and 3. Yeah, he's 6 and 5 overall. That is a better record. But let's dive right
Better
into
than
it.
most.
Question number 1, Mr. Sheep. How many touchdowns did Tom Brady throw in the Super Bowl?
That is going to be 3.
Ding, 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 ding,
I
ding,
gotta
ding.
name them all for a bonus question.
Ooh. All right, 1 for 1.
you're on the-
I don't know. What made you think it was 3 so quickly? You just
I
remember?
remember I saw Gronkowski, Brown, and
Gronk had the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah, too.
yeah.
Oh, you would not get that bonus question. Right?
You listen like Scotty Miller
for a third.
back corner of the end zone.
All right.
Game
What
number.
English Premier League team did Cristiano Ronaldo play for?
Manchester United.
I knew you were going to do that one too easily.
Yeah,
man.
that was a weak one.
Love it.
All right, 2 for 2.
Brandon's too young for
Good,
that.
no, that's good.
No, that's. I mean, dude, that was like he.
I didn't even know
he
what
stopped
number.
playing there in 2009. Of course, I'm too young. I was like 16.
That's my
We were
point.
18.
Miles.
All right,
What?
ready?
No idea. I didn't know
Who was the first overall pick in the 2015 NFL Draft?
2015.
Yeah.
I mean, since you're saying it, I would have to think it's Jameis Winston.
Wow. I honestly just like when I came up with the question,
sharp.
all I did was pick
No.
2015, and I didn't even remember
I
who
was
was on the
like-
top of my head.
I knew he was drafted number 1. When you said 15, I was like, this
Wow.
has to be.
This is getting interesting. 3 for 3,
Where do
kid.
you get your
That's a
contest
winning week no
clues?
matter what. But let's get a little tougher here.
Hey, he's already got a winning record.
Who's the highest ranked golfer in the world from England
From England? Right now?
right now?
Oh, I can guess this. I know it's
Oh,
not.
I
I know it is. It's. I mean, I think I know who it is, but to be safe, I'm gonna phone a friend. My guess would have been Tyrell Hatton, but I'm gonna send it over to you.
And I thought you were gonna get
Ooh.
freaked out. I thought it was gonna be Fleetwood, but it's definitely Hatton.
I thought it was gonna be Justin
ding,
Rose.
ding, ding.
I would have guessed Justin Rose.
Yeah, well,
What?
nah,
He's
just
like the
too
5th
close
ranked
recently.
English player right now.
But I feel like
Where
most
is-
people would have been
He's
easy
not
to
even
say
in the
Fleetwood.
top
Yeah.
50 anymore. Or
Where
maybe
is Justin Rose? He's
He'll
not
be
playing
back
this week?
soon. Dude, this is an Olympic year. You know Justin Rose is going to be
Yeah.
coming back with a
And
vengeance.
it's a Ryder Cup
Speaking
year.
of Olympics, speaking of perfection, this is a big ass question.
Let's go,
Can we
baby.
5 for
All
5?
right, and you already used your phone a friend, which you should not have because this is a 7-part question.
What?
Yeah, just wait. All right.
That deserves a phone a friend.
Dwight Howard has played for 7 NBA teams. Name them.
Oh my
I could
god.
definitely do this.
So he played for. Jesus Christ. He's played for the Magic, the Rockets, Magic
Ding.
Rockets,
Ding. All right, 2 for 2.
Lakers,
Ding.
What team's he on right now?
Yeah.
Clippers.
No. Come on. Same colors.
The game was just on
Philly,
colors.
Philly.
All right, that's 4.
All right, 7
you already
6,
lost,
2.
but I want to see if you can get it.
His fault he confused Doc Rivers being the coach.
Yes,
of the Clippers.
exactly. I knew I saw him.
The rest of the hardest ones.
One of them he's definitely not going to get.
I can't even think of another one.
I can.
One of them.
You think of the next 3?
I can think of the next.
Well, he already
two.
got it wrong, so just go.
Yeah.
Wizards.
Correct.
Yeah.
You already said the Rockets. You already said Lakers, Magic.
Yep.
I know these last two.
I'm surprised he doesn't know the
Wait,
one of
just
them.
give me a second.
Of
I
all the teams in the league, he doesn't know it.
definitely know it.
Hornets?
Yes.
Yeah, the Hornets are one.
Spent a year on the Hornets in the last
he on
one.
the- was
Spent
he-
1 year on this team, young team.
Where's he from?
In the, yeah, where's he from? Good question.
Oh, I know.
Atlanta.
Was it the
No,
Hawks?
he went to
Yeah,
the
it was the
Hawks.
Hawks. Yeah.
I knew that was gonna
You
be.
know I'm not a
four.
basketball guy.
And that's why I made it the last one.
That was
4
weak.
for 1, kid.
That was huge.
I told you I made him a little easier.
That was fun.
No, that was a
I
good
love
one.
that.
All right, well,
That's
as-
crazy that Dwight Howard's been on 7
I
teams.
know.
I know, isn't it? And he's gonna be a unanimous
You
Hall
think-
of
you
Famer.
think
He should
so?
be. Go look at his numbers.
I mean,
It's crazy.
just his rookie year.
Didn't-
No, his numbers even so, regardless, phenomenal. All right, well, that does it for our third installment of Stump the Sheep. Eric
yeah.
continues the hot streak. If he only he could bet on doing this versus betting on actual games, he'd be very rich
That
right
leads us right into what the people want to hear, and that's how they're going to make money this week. So, cash the crops are here right now. I can get us started here. I got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. I got 4 picks. I'm going to start on college basketball tomorrow night, February
18th.
18th. Wichita State Shockers +8 versus
Why?
the Houston Cougars. This is in Wichita State. They played already earlier in the year on the road. They ended up losing by 7.
Ooh,
On
revenge.
revenge game, and we're getting 8, and we're at home. Both teams haven't played since the 10th, so because I guess of COVID, so they're both pretty rusty. I'll favor the home side, getting the 8 points. I'm gonna go back to the ice where I do most of my damage. We're gonna go Minnesota Wild over Anaheim Ducks. Minnesota Wild are -130. They're coming off a bad loss last night to the Kings. They got smacked, but they were also on a long layoff, so they're gonna get their feet back skating. Buffalo versus Washington. These all, by the way, all these games are tomorrow night. So Buffalo versus Washington, over 6.5. Sabres, 2 games back off of COVID, have scored a combined 1 goal. So you know they're due for an offensive outbreak, and obviously the Capitals are going to hold their own.
What about your power play handicaps?
I haven't really been looking at that this year. It's been helping me out.
That's a play.
But I've been just looking at total goals.
Well,
like,
explain what that is first.
I always look at, a recent game. If they go like 0 for 4 on a power play, the next time they're not going to go for 4 on a power play. These are NHL sharps. They're going to take advantage of the power play.
That was like your playoff.
That's a playoff thing for sure. You're getting the same
team over and over.
up.
Right. That makes more sense.
I mean, this schedule has been favorable because I'm just basically going off any team that scores 1 goal or less. I'm all over them the next night. I'm pretty sure the Wild got shut out last night 4-0, so that would be a hammer play. Last one is going to be Nashville over Columbus. Nashville hasn't been played in a few nights. They've been postponed because of the weather in Texas. They're playing Columbus. They're plus 105. Give me Nashville plus 105. Total of 4 picks, 3 on the ice, 1 on the hardwood. And that's all I got.
Sounds like 4 winners to me.
I like it.
Sounds
All
like 50% to
I'll get it
me.
going, and I'll just make mine quick. I'm going with this week, and it's pretty obvious. I'm sticking with my 72-hole golf matchups, but I'm going with a 5-pack, and I'm going to call this a 5-pack of my dogs. 5 dogs this week. And I'm going with Francesco Molinari, plus 110 over Kevin Na. Love me some Kevin Na. He's normally good at this course, but, I mean, to me, this is a coin flip, and I'm getting Frenchie, the better overall golfer.
And always get that opportunity of Kevin Na withdrawal, baby. Gotta love taking it against him in 72-hole matchups.
That's true also. And I'm going to go, I think Eric's going to love this one. That's a little conflicting for him. But Bubba Watson, plus 120 over Scotty Scheffler. And again, another one I can see is a complete coin flip, and I'm getting it at plus money. So why we call it the dog section. We're going Matty Wolf, plus 110 over Carlos Ortiz. Carlos Ortiz is getting a lot of love this week.
He's been amazing.
This is a perfect time to fade
Wolf
him.
is an underdog?
Yeah.
but
When
Ortiz
golfers
is
like
top 10
Carlos
every
Ortiz are chalk, fade them. So he's being faded here by me. I'm going Colin Morikawa, plus 130 over Adam Scott. Adam Scott likes this course, but again, similar players. 2 awful putters, 2 great iron players. I get plus 130, I'll take it. And Brooks Koepka, plus 130 over Tony Finau.
Plus
Boy, that's the one I hate the most. The rest I like.
Yeah, either or, I'm getting the superior golfer, the guy that actually wins.
Oh, you
And I'm
mean
getting-
versus the guy that finishes top 5 every fucking
So I'll
tournament.
take the other side so I can guarantee another win, because whenever you fade me, you lose.
I mean, usually Brooks comes
Brooks
in.
is either hit or miss, though.
Yeah.
Finau's consistently top 5, top
Cool.
10.
That's why it's my dog section. I win 2 of them. I'm pretty much even. So
I like it. I mean, potential BTF right now would be Wolf over Ortiz.
All right, well, I've got a few overlapping bets as well. I'm taking Bubba over Scheffler. I think that speaks for itself. I've talked about Bubba's... The fact that he's an underdog over Scheffler when he's won this tournament 3 out of the last 7 years just blows my mind, to be honest. And not only that, Scheffler's missed like 2 of his last 3 cuts. Really not even in great form. Don't understand that. I'm going to go with... The guy's hot, and sometimes I think he's going to be faded a lot this week because the field is so much harder. But give me Jordan Spieth, plus 120 over Hideki Matsuyama. Hideki has been chalky every week for the last month, and he just sucks every single time. He's making cuts and he's finishing T50, T45. Jordan has shown that he is, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. He's back. He's back right now in the fact that he just looks confident in his game. You know what's been crazy? Minus that minus 10 round 2 weeks ago on Saturday, his putter hasn't even been that good. He's really just getting tee to green. He's not even hitting fairways.
Fucking holing out
He's either holing out or he's hitting out of the rough to 10 feet. It's just out of control.
Look, this is where
but these are things that you can't say that they're not sustainable because it's not like he's hitting every fairway and making every putt. I mean, the guy's just scrambling out of his ass.
yeah, but when you say that, the one thing
But
you're
he's always been
neglecting
like
is
that.
that the last 2 courses you played are courses that you can get away being airing off the tee. And you get a course this week where you can't be airing off the tee and get away with it, wearing that Kikuyu grass and that thick rough.
I've already talked.
The big difference is last week when you spray one, you have 130 and you could be in the shallow rough and he's still going to be able to recover nicely because it can land softly. Here, when you're 180 out, it's a lot harder to get an iron to
All right,
stop.
I never said Jordan Spieth was fucking winning this week. All I said is he's an underdog and I'll take him over Hideki.
I mean,
so I'm gonna ride that.
All I'm talking about is strategy here. That's all. I don't. You get so defensive over Spieth.
Me, every time I talk shit about your bets, you get defensive. You just did the same thing to me versus when I talked about Koepka over Finau. You did
No,
the
I
same
just said
thing.
fade me. I wanted you to fade me.
Farmer's undefeated, dude.
My last golf
Farmer is undefeated.
my last golf pick is gonna be Cameron Smith. I'm going back to the well over shaking that ass at minus 120. Siwoo, to me, he's the type of golfer that goes on like a 3-week stretch where he's nasty and then he just sucks dick for like 3 months. This is that same exact opportunity. The guy's been red hot. Cam Smith has been steady Eddie for the last 6 months now. Been very consistent. I'll take Cam Smith over Siwoo at minimal odds.
Speaking of Eddie, we get to see him this Saturday.
And
Four
then
legends.
my last cash crop. Let's go back to the heart. Can you shut up? Oh my god. Going back to the
Shut up.
I'm like trying to talk. You're just sitting there laughing, like not conducive.
Please excuse my friend Miles.
I'm going back to the Aussie Open.
I'm listening.
You're going back to the Aussie Open.
Nah, just
you
go ahead and
go
tell your
back to the
picks.
kitchen?
Go ahead and tell your
I
picks.
don't have anything. I'm just listening.
Why are you still here? All right, my last pick. I'm
Aussie
going
Open
back to the
final?
Aussie Open. I'm going to the men's tennis semifinals. Novak Djokovic versus this Russian dude Karatsev. To be honest, never heard of the dude. I don't know if anybody in the tennis world had ever heard of this
I
dude.
don't know
He's
who he
ranked 114th in the world and on the ATP tour. Novak's minus 7.5 in a best of 5 series. Give me that 7.5. He's probably gonna donut. He's probably gonna donut him twice, 6-0, 6-0, and then win 6-4. Like it's gonna be an ass whooping in 3 straight sets, guaranteed.
He's got to win at least 1 by 3, right? 3,
He could go
6,
6-4, 6-4,
7.5?
6-2.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's
So,
crazy.
I
What's
think
his
that's
money
it.
line? Probably minus.
13,000, like
Christ.
something crazy. But I'll take the minus 7.5 games with
I like
Novak
that.
Djokovic, the
cash
Joker.
crop. His
That's a
turn.
cash crop.
Who's on the other side?
The women's.
No, semifinals. Joker.
Oh, that I talked about Tsitsipas versus Medvedev. Can't touch that. Medvedev is the favorite at the moment at minus 290, I think I saw. So I really wouldn't want to mess with Tsitsipas, but he sits down when he pisses, so he sits to piss.
It's 20 pesos.
Anything else?
I definitely have.
There's some dogs in the days, right?
Well,
Just like you
but I also have another cash crop. I do. I just wanted you to finish. Sometimes you just have to tell people what they want to hear. Okay. I had Sacramento +3. We already touched on it earlier. We're going back to the hardwood of tampons. We already talked about this. We're going back. Okay. I haven't lost yet. Staying on it, right? This is the first time I'm going to take an underdog, though. I'm taking BYU +8 against Gonzaga. You know, there's always not outrageous handicap. Me, I got another one. Gonzaga, they're ranked number 16 team in the country, right? I was 16. I was still a virgin. BYU, bunch of virgins. I'm taking BYU +8. BYU +8. And that is a cash crop, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love it.
That's all I got.
I love it. It's just too
Back to
funny.
you, Dino.
Too funny. You're
I don't have any more picks.
no dogs. I have one big dog.
I got a
I'm
dog,
going,
too.
I'm going right back to my fate of the Man City. This time in Champions League football, we're going with our favorite German side, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Baby. Plus 601. First leg of Champions League game. Anything can happen. 1-0. I'll take it. Then I think it's
How do you say
in
their team name again?
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
What league is
How
that?
is it? Mönchengladbach.
I don't fucking know.
What league
All
is
I know
that?
is they're wet. It's gonna be Champions
Is that a
League.
cash
Wow.
crop or just a dog?
No, that's just a dog of the day.
I got another
then
dog, too.
Last one, a little future. If you guys like Champions League football, looking for a team middle of the pack, they're gonna make you a lot of money. Atletico Madrid, 12-1. Solid draw. They get to play Chelsea. Chelsea's awful right now, in terrible form. They should easily go through them, get to the quarterfinals, and then you never know. But 12-1 with my man Luis Suarez. And they have another good guy for that. Who's their, you know their strikers. Suarez.
Oh, it's for the Mexican dude, no?
Okay.
Coca.
Or Colombia, the dude from Colombia?
Now they,
Rodriguez?
He's
Jaime?
on Everton.
they used to have, what's his name? He's in
Griezmann.
Barcelona now, yeah.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of, was Greece.
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
All right.
Okay.
Coca.
I have, anyone else have any other?
I
I got no dogs.
had a dog.
I gave my 5 dogs.
They also have Lorente, remember from the Spurs?
Ooh, Lorente. All right. That does it for Cash the Crops. Cash Crops.
Oh, they have Joao Felix. Right.
Let's get into our favorite listener segment of the program. Hashtag Ask the Farm. We got a few questions this week, and it goes right into my typical talk of tennis as we are in a Grand Slam week. Serena or Osaka tonight from Alex Horowitz.
Alex Horowitz. Great kid.
Serena or Osaka tonight.
Oh,
Okay,
that's the
match is in
championship?
less than 2 hours.
Is that the championship?
Osaka is about minus 190. It's the semifinal.
Wow. I mean, I'm definitely taking Serena.
Serena is plus 3 games.
Yeah, that's my dog of the week. I'm going Serena.
No
money
chance.
line.
I love Osaka.
I think, and I'm
There's
cash
no
cropping
opinion.
this. I'm taking the over of 22 games. Serena versus Osaka. Really, all I need is a third set, and I should be profitable. That's all I'm asking for is a third set.
I mean, obviously, if it
Now,
goes
what
like
is it?
that,
22?
it's
22
gonna
games?
over.
It could
No,
go
it could be like
6-1,
six,
6-1, 6-0. I mean, it could.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I mean, banking on a third set in that type of matchup, I'll take that all day.
It's so hard though. You need to have each of them to win one.
I mean, technically,
Even you get a tiebreak 6-4.
No,
anyways.
no. I was gonna say technically I can win at 7-5, 7-6, 7-5, 7-5.
6-4, 7-6.
Well, isn't it 7-6?
Yeah.
There's 7-6.
I mean, I can win this in 2 sets.
You don't have to win by 2 games, right? In the last set. It's not like you could be like 7-6, 7-6.
Yeah.
Correct. It'd
Yeah.
go to a tiebreak.
I love Osaka. I don't know, something about her. Those
Serena's
eyes.
been looking really good. She hasn't had any so she had one scare that got to a third set and then beat her 6-1 in the third set. She just has been unstoppable. Osaka actually was in a barn burner last week, but
Serena.
all right, I'm on the over 22. That's a cash crop. And then second question from Mr. Corchado himself. DMs
Carmi.
at the farm and asks,
Carmi.
this weekend is the Carmi Corchado Clash, which is one of our Tour of Legends golf tournaments, scramble pick'ems. We've talked about them before on
Can we get a course breakdown of Colony West?
Colony West at Colony West Golf Course. He's wondering what are the over under of pukes at the Carmi Corchado Clash of 2 over under.
I would say
2?
under. The 2's a lot.
Yeah.
I've never seen more than one person throw it.
I think
so.
Sundays are way more conducive for puking.
I'm saying under.
Because that could be a Friday, Saturday binger.
This is a
all leads up to
competitive
Sunday.
group. It's a competitive group. I think people take it a little bit more seriously.
Nah,
than
you're
throwing
tripping.
up.
Everyone's gonna be out there getting fucked up.
Well,
So
not me. I'm trying to get a win.
That's why Miles thinks
You're always
he's
good.
high because he is.
I mean, you're always good for like one. If Robbie Chase was playing, I would say
No.
easily.
Definitely
that's
under
easy.
2. Under 2 all day.
I would
That's
probably
usually
take the
a lot.
under, but I mean, with myself, if I get hammered Friday, I'm a puker. So
This is a show for me of old dogs. I'm taking the over. Give me over 2.
What?
Nice and juicy.
all right. He asked on top of that over under of 20 shotguns between all. What is there? Eight people or 12?
Well, this is what we call a correlated parlay. So I'm going to take the over of 20 because if I get over 20, I know over 2 is going to catch. So correlated parlay. They parlay those 2 as my dog of the week.
It's very good reasoning.
That's you're gonna parlay the 2?
20
Yeah.
shots.
That's a lot. I'm gonna say under.
I mean, I could throw 3 back myself.
There's 12
Yeah, but
people.
you're not gonna shotgun 3
Are there
times.
12?
I'm drinking
Miles
shotguns.
won't shotgun, so I mean.
Justin will say he's in a
and Jake
shotgun.
will-
He might get one.
My partner is not shotgunning. Ryan Loudis, you are not
Yeah, he
shotgunning
is.
a
You're not
single
telling me what
beer.
the fuck to do. He's
Loudy
scared
is
to
You're
death.
gonna
definitely
win.
I mean, between
Okay.
Eagle and Jared,
We're gonna
that's 15
win.
shotguns right there. So
No,
Who am I playing
you
with
can
again?
count 2 of us out. Ryan
Yeah,
Loudis,
me.
you're out.
Me and Manny are gonna be shotgunning like crazy.
Oh.
Man, he hates
me and
shotgun.
Jake are just.
I forgot Manny was in
I
this
think me and
week.
Jake might be sober the whole time.
Yeah, again, this is a juicy dog, so I think I'm getting plus 194 on this parlay. So
Yeah.
give me that parlay both
All
overs.
right, that's fair,
That
but I'm
does it
taking
for
the
this
under.
week's Ask the Farmer, and that does it for this week's Bet the Farm podcast.
And
Do we
he,
have a bet the farm pick?
Exactly. I don't know if it's not looking.
I like the
My
Wolf
most
over
confident-
Ortiz.
See, I was really digging.
Is there a Bryson match?
Me and my brother were both on Bubba over Scheffler, but that doesn't work for you.
You guys didn't like that Sacramento +3 tomorrow night?
I think Molinari over Knott is a lock. Or Morikawa over Scott I like as well.
Honestly, I don't.
Buffalo versus Washington over 6.5.
I always like hockey overs, but those, 6.5 is a little high. 7 goals.
Which top plus 8?
It seems like we're trying to force something right now.
Yeah.
We might have to sit out another week.
I like Wolf.
We haven't even
I
discussed
like
it.
Wolf.
Yeah, it seems like.
Yeah, but this is our 3rd straight week without it.
I just for me like golf matchups, I just don't. I'm basically
Do
just
you think you
blindly
want to take
telling
your
you
women's
guys.
college basketball?
No,
picks?
I'm not asking that. I'm just saying I'm blindly telling you guys because I don't know enough
This is why we
information.
ask you
So
to pay
it's,
attention when we do the golf instead of making.
no, it's not that I don't pay
Yeah.
attention. I just don't know enough
No, 'cause
about
you
golf.
Pay attention, you would hear the handicap.
All right,
like,
well, I
oh,
could have been
this makes
100% divided to you. I still wouldn't have understood what you said, so it doesn't matter.
sense. That's the you problem.
Yeah.
It's definitely a me
Because
problem.
what we're doing out there is trying to educate listeners, and if you're actually listening to our analysis, you would actually know a lot more about golf. But if the fact that you're saying you haven't,
I just
done
don't
that
want to
yet,
ruin a
either that's
perfect
indicative
streak.
of us, or you
No,
just
that's
don't know
not
how to
true.
fucking comprehend
I'm
things.
saying I don't watch golf as much as you guys do, so I
no
wouldn't
one
feel
does.
as
That's the whole point
confident.
of this. That's
I
the-
understand that, but I don't feel confident. I want to keep our undefeated streak alive, and I don't want to jump into something without feeling confident about it.
Again, I get that.
All right, no bet the
That's
farm
what I'm saying.
for the crew again this week. Sorry that you guys
Big
all had to
fights.
listen to Miles act like a girl all show.
That's your opinion.
Big UFC coming around the corner. Adesanya.
that's
is right
very-
around the
Yeah,
corner.
I got a few weeks. I think it's the first
Right?
week of March, I believe.
March 6th or
yeah,
7th,
March
something
6th.
like that. Can't
That
wait.
is the sickest card.
I heard
Oh my
Peter
god.
Yan.
Petri, no.
Petri Yan.
I'm an
no?
Aljamain Sterling guy. That's my guy.
But he's fighting Yan.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
And there's 3 title fights. Nunez is back. It's gonna be lit.
Oh, and Nunez. All right, boys. Well, fun episode. Thanks again for coming to my house. We think we got one more of these next week, and that's it.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
next,
crossed.
we'll see
next
how
Wednesday will be the farewell. Miles, get home safe. Everybody else, have a good night.
Cheers.